Hello, everyone. My name is Danny. This review is for the movie called Tigers Are Not Afraid. This is actually a 2017 film, a little bit older, but I'll explain that in a second. This does not have a rating, and it's kind of a shorter movie, an hour and 23 minutes. It stars, probably not going to get any of these names right, but Paola Lara, Juan Ramon Lopez, Neri Arredondo. And then the description is a dark fairy tale about a gang of 5 children trying to survive the horrific violence of the cartels and the ghosts created every day by the drug war. This is Tigers Are Not Afraid. Well, hello everyone. Thank you for watching this video. Like I said, this movie is a little older. The reason why I watched it is because it's a suggestion off another movie I watched. I do research at the beginning of every month, and this came up, and it was available on a platform, so I watched it last night. And I started it out, and it was in subtitles. It was in Spanish, of course. I think this comes to us straight from Mexico, and I don't know. I just was like, I'm gonna hang with it because it's an hour and 23 minutes. But after about 20 or 30 minutes of them literally talking about tigers and stuff, and it kind of being in a dream world, not really, not really being about tigers, I was getting a little upset. But I was like, man, it's only an hour and 23 minutes, so I hung in there, and it's an okay movie. It's different. It provides something a little bit different of an idea. So first things first is I'm going to offer to you Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, because when movies do this uniting of two ideas, people are either going to make it a laughing stock. Like, I mean, I'm sure you're wondering why I own Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. I really liked it. I thought it was an amazing idea. I liked the way they handled it. I liked the way that they stuck true to the Pride and Prejudice stuff. Plus, the zombies just were another added feature, and like they reacted correctly to them and everything. So, but a lot of people are gonna laugh at that movie, and I could see this being on the same kind of radar. Like people are just gonna either think it's a stupid idea to involve kids in a cartel movie, and like that's its first idea is to have these kids go up against the cartel members and this guy that's running for president of their country or district or something, and then you have to deal with spiritual beings. And I think it's kind of funny that they're combining the two ideas. When I first read the description of this, I was like, oh, kind of a cartel movie. I can take that. But then I saw thriller and horror on the description up top, and I'm like, man, you're involving both of those ideas. I don't know about this. So the worst of the two ideas here is totally the horror part, the ghosts and everything. I don't like how they handled it. There's no real justifying making it common sense to why any of this ghosts make any contact with this girl other than her mother, and that's like right away in the beginning of the movie. So I'm just that's one thing I'll tell you. But the rest of the time, I'm not gonna give any of the story away because it's a pretty good story overall. But like the way that things are handled, like apparently she gets some kind of power through some things, and that makes no sense that she has those. And then the reason why the ghosts are contacting her is because she has this power. I just there's no real justifying that part of the story. It's just like a really bad horror movie. If that's all we had was that concept of the movie, it really doesn't make much sense because she's the one initiating things. She's the one making things happen. And then does it really happen or not, or is it her imagination? And then the ending is the ending, and it just doesn't make much sense. So why even have it in there? It's just like a really bad horror film for that part of the movie. So the other half is the kids and the characters that we have that get to be homeless and trying to just make ends meet, and then they kind of get mixed up in some things, and they have to end up going against the cartel, which is kind of crazy. Um, that part of the story, that part of the imagination is fine. I appreciate children actors every time I watch a movie with children actors. I know it's gotta be tough, and you have no really good concept of, you know, a complete character. And this is a good movie for that example because these kids just kind of are shouting obscenities at each other, just trying to be funny, and even in subtitle form, just all I see is obscenities. And I don't know. It's just like hard for me to really take any of them seriously, except maybe this girl that is kind of our main character. And the rest of the movie is just really sad and kind of interesting, kind of confusing, but it's just a story of survival for them. They're just trying to make it from day to day, and they're really growing to be companions, even though they call themselves a gang. And obviously, they don't think any of the stuff that is happening is wrong because they're homeless and they just want to live another day. So I think this is going to be a good rating of a C. Um, I don't mind watching movies like this. I don't mind watching subtitles every once in a while. So that's why I kind of sat through this. Now I don't have to watch another subtitle movie for a while. But I tell you, it's just like it's tough to watch movies like this that are combined because they just don't make sense. They have to be well done. They have to have a good concept. They have to have good story structure. They have to have actual scares. Like half of the things that they have happen in this movie either just happen or they go off screen to have the actual thing happen or behind a closed door or something. Then they just show you the door being red or something. That's not the way to make a horror film. You need to show us the best that you got. They got some good things in here. They have arms coming out of nowhere. They have voices, up by your shoulder and stuff. So, I mean, there's some good stuff, but otherwise it's just kind of simple and sad and pathetic. So, I think a C is a good grade for Tigers Are Not Afraid. Thank you guys. My name's Danny. If you like this or any of my other videos, try and give some of them a watch. Like and subscribe to my channel if you would. And enjoy your movies. Thanks.